Okay. Awareness. I'm supposed to speak on awareness. Like, it's important to be aware of where you invest your time. Okay? Like, say if you invest your time into like picking people apart, or watching people just to like pick people apart, or be very analytical, or like try to figure something out. Okay? Unless you're like a detective, you shouldn't be doing that. Okay? Or like a reader, I guess. But like if you go out, no, readers are different because we're aware, right? If you're a healthy empath, you're aware, and you naturally look for the good things opposed to the negative. So unless you're an investigator, it's a really terrible habit to like look at someone or something they do and pick it apart. Okay, because you're training your brain to also do that to yourself. Okay. And trust me, you'll get real good at it. The reason I do these readings to begin with, I'm going to go turn that off. The point of my readings is like not only to bring awareness to what I'm going through, okay? But to have you become more aware of yourself as well, and your surroundings as well, because I'm not the only person this is happening. This is happening to. This is happening on like a global scale. And the point is to read the energy of the collective and the challenges they're facing in the moment, okay? And then add what I believe to be true from my experiences to the best of my ability, being able to explain it, right? I'm no professional speaker or anything, but I do know my story. And I'm very passionate about it, okay? And I know that I'm not the only one going through this shit, and it was really difficult to navigate my way through it. So if I can help at least one person get in tune with themselves, then that's a success for me. Okay, I don't make money doing this. I do this out of the kindness of my heart. Okay? I genuinely believe that if I share my story and what I think about it, I can get your brain rolling too, right? I can spark something within you that makes you want to trust your intuition and follow what you're guided to do for your journey, right? And I know that because I've experienced that, and someone did that for me, right? Just said a certain something that got my wheels turning, that allowed me to have like a eureka moment, right? Like I'll play my videos back and I'm like, oh, I could have brought up this certain thing, right? But I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to backtrack unless it comes up in a reading or like it comes to my mind, okay? And that's just to show that like nobody's perfect. I fuck up, I stutter, okay? Sometimes I stutter. Usually it's an energy that I'm feeling though, right? Sometimes I'll get my words backwards, and that's okay. Like, that's okay. Like, I'll catch that. I don't not post it because I fucked up somewhere. Okay, I laugh it off. Okay, and then I'm also practicing, okay? My presentation, okay? Everything, right? Like, if I were to criticize everything that I did, then I wouldn't be doing anything. So be careful when you're criticizing other people, because then you're going to do it to yourself, and that's just like a blockage, an unnecessary blockage. Not only for this person that you're trying to make feel like they want to walk away from what they're investing in, but like for yourself, okay? Because obviously your focus isn't on you, okay? And when it does go onto you, you're going to be so hardwired to do this self-sabotage, like picking your own shit apart. I'm getting like self-critic. Like you think you're a critic to this person, but just wait till that person's not around, then who's that going to go towards? You're gonna be your own critic. So it's like very important to like figure out what this is about. Okay, I'm saying messages so that you pick something up. It could be one word that triggers a message into you. Okay, like I got a message from that one thing in that video. That one word in that video, that one tone of voice brought me back, you know, showed me what I needed to work on, opened my eyes a little bit, okay? Any sort of emotion, right? It's like to be able to trigger self-awareness through me becoming more self-aware. And like my mind does change on certain things, right? Like I'll say something on here and then I'll go like meditate and then it'll be like a greater awareness of the topic, right? And I'm not going to just bring it up and be like, oh, listen what I further understood about this. Let me take that back. No, that's what I understood at that time. Okay, and it was real. So I wouldn't bring it up unless it were to come out in the cards and be like, okay, listen, this is what I further figured out from this topic. You know what I mean? And like when I play back my videos and I realize that I mixed something up, I'm just like, whatever. There's like a really brilliant message there. And if they can't see that, okay, the gist of it, okay, then they're not ready to receive that message or whatever message it is for you, right? Because it'll be different for everyone. People will be able to grasp different perspectives, different, completely different messages from the exact same video, right? Because we're all in different timelines, life experiences, and everything like that. So yeah, careful with picking people apart or having there's a way to present yourself when you're trying to be constructive in sharing information, okay? And having that person to be willing to be open to listen to what you have to say. And then there's that the other end of this a spectrum where it's like a type of like having to pick people apart, right? It's like, did you get a message? Did you even get any message? Or were you just searching for something to pick apart? People are getting the message though. So it's like, does that even matter? No, it doesn't. Just be aware of that because it will backfire onto yourself. You know how like sometimes you explain something to someone and they're like, yeah, but you fucked that up. Like you didn't say that right. And then there's that next person that's like, no, I get what you're saying. Like I understand what you're saying. Right? Which one are you like most off to gravitate towards? That one that gets the point. Right? The one that gets the point. Okay? Because that it serves more. Like gives you something to work with. Right? Yeah, that other person, there's nothing to work with. Okay, there's no constructive. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? nothing. Like, they obviously have their own conflicts to want to do that, right? Somebody thinks that somebody's message is trying to start conflict. Let me speak on this for a bit. If I channel a name and I hear a name and I just say a name, it doesn't mean that what I just said is about you, okay? And it doesn't mean what I say after that or in that message is about you, okay? It means that if that name means something to you, then there's a message in that video for you, okay? And if you are in that energy, then obviously it's for you. It resonates with you. But it's like those names are like to be like, oh, that message is for me because like my buddy is named that, right? Let me listen to this video. Let me listen to it through because there's something in there for me. God's trying to teach you something, okay? It's not pinpointed at you, okay? So if there are names that I know about myself, there's something I really need to listen to in that video. So when I go and play it back, I'm like, I intuitively know, but it's just about the message, okay? It doesn't mean it's about you. And if it is, well, then it is, and you know that. Someone got paid to defeat a messenger. I'm going to see something right quick. Okay, there's like a certain like immature, like a lover. I'm supposed to look at this again. There's certain evidence on a postman, okay? Or there's a postman that feels defeated and has to give something up. I'm getting like a someone who works for the post office or a delivery person feels defeated. With some sort of evidence here. There's evidence on like a postman or like a driver of some sort. Somebody feels defeated by a message, okay? A message. This could be like a warrant or somebody presenting some sort of evidence. And this evidence is like actions being taken to defeat someone and have someone like conflicted. I'm like, someone followed someone, stalked someone, paid people to cause conflict. There's also like a lover that feels defeated because you're bringing an offer somewhere else, a steady offer somewhere else. They feel defeated because like they've had like your guys' relationship was nothing but like conflicting. They feel like you've grown from their situation, okay? Because they're like very immature. Very immature. And now all of a sudden they have passion for you when they've wanted to defeat you this entire time. And the only reason they have passion for you now is because they're conflicted that somebody else wants to give you a steady offer. Like it's like too little too late type of situation. And like you wouldn't want this person if nobody wanted them. If your plan worked in defeating them and nobody wanted them, then you would have continued to be like in and out and like getting like used and abused, like and like you want to bring someone passionate in to defeat this steady offer, okay, to end someone being able to move forward, okay? Or like you want like I'm getting like somebody wants a get out of jail free card. Like even if you were to come towards this person and give them a steady offer, okay, even if you didn't feel defeated in this idea, it'd be ended anyways, okay, because you're going to jail anyways. Like these people who are watching you don't give a fuck whether or not this person takes you back, okay? You still committed those crimes, okay? And it's not like this person would have had any physical knowing anyways. Like I'm getting like some like underhanded strong arming. Someone could be getting like a message of concern about trying to end somebody's life or get them arrested and keep them in anguish, okay? And there's like solid evidence. Someone could be like wanting to bring someone evidence about these immature acts to create conflict so that you like transform a situation between them so that you move forward with them. They're like really anxious about this because like they know that you know intuitively, so they don't know how to approach. Someone's in anxiety because they moved on from you and like you transformed, and then there's some sort of exposure about like a prediction that you made. And this person was able to take action and heal from the situation because of it. And that's this exact person that wants to bring you a stable offer. And so like these past people, these past lovers are very conflicted by this, okay? Because they tried to end you and tried to get you picked up. And they also tried to do it to this person too. Like it was like a dual entrapment, okay? And you expose this with your predictions, okay? So this person was able to get away from these people as well and start to heal, start the healing process, okay? Become lighter, become more childlike, and like heal inner child wounds, okay? Which is exactly what these people feared happening, this transformation, this forward movement, this fast forward movement. And it's like because of your predictions and ability to do this in your life and move forward in your life from all the anxiety that this other person that got attacked witnessed you do, okay? It inspired that they could be happy too. It inspired that they could heal too, okay? Because they watched you do it and they watched what these people put you through as well. So it's like a lot of like finding what makes them happy. It's a lot of doing things that make them happy. It's a lot of focusing. Maybe you could be focusing on a child right now. And healing that relationship too, right? That bond. I understand, like, the energy that somebody's healing their inner child. That's what I'm getting from that mostly. Excuse me. Ace of Cups. Getting like a purging of energy. A purging of energy will make your heart lighter. Or like God could be bringing some sort of peace to somebody's soul with like an overwhelming sense of unconditional love, which brings like peace and nourishment to the heart and soul. That's beautiful. That happened to me. And I'm pretty sure I spoke about it on here. Yeah, I did. That's beautiful. But you're moving away from it. You're moving away from it. This offering from God. It took a lot of strength to be able to move away from what? Or it's going to take a lot of strength. It's going to take a lot of strength because you can't be in this indecisive energy. You can't be juggling. You can't be in and out and then down for it and then not. Maybe you already walked away and juggled this person. For like a Queen of Pentacles, someone very materialistic. Or maybe you are the Queen of Pentacles and you moved away from like a great offer and you juggled it for popularity. Like you were using this person for popularity. Somebody could be really sad because somebody has mustered the strength to move. And that makes you unable to mess with their finances. There's some sort of loose end here when it comes to like entertaining this situation. Because if you want this great love, or maybe there's a certain flexibility when it comes to like moving and being flexible when it comes to child matters, children matter. Or maybe some sudden news. Okay, I'm getting heartbreaking news. Heartbreaking news about a child or a marriage or a relationship has you like needing to move to calmer waters and bringing peace in your life, but this has taken like a lot of strength. Princess of Cups. Somebody sees someone who's overflowing with love. But they feel mentally trapped because they moved away to a different situation. They thought that that's where the love was. They thought that that's where the peace was. And now somebody sees clearer now. I'm hearing that I can see clear now. The rain is gone. The rain. It's like really beautiful, but then really sad at the same time. You're gonna need strength to like match this energy. You're feeling it. You're feeling it, which is good. That's a manifestation. But it's like now you need to be able to execute, and you need to be able to muster the strength to do this, because you didn't move, you moved the other way. You moved to a different option. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. The Devil who juggled your finances and juggled you. Oh my gosh. Look at the Devil. So you juggled this person that you actually see eye to eye with, who gave you strength, okay? In some sort of way, okay? And that's in any way. To go towards something you were bonded to, okay? You could have like trauma bonded to this person, and this is what made you ultimately not go towards this person. Change your mind, okay? And then this is the Devil who is using you for money, okay? Because you didn't trust the new and went back to the old, somebody wants to put you in jail before you can move. Anyways, because you juggled this, they juggled you, okay? Due to like karma. This person like had you trapped somehow in the mind. Trapped in the mind. And also like the reason that you felt really attracted and always went back to this person is because they had some sort of like binding to you. And like I'm getting that you were like really active in this spell work that they did on you. So it's like they could have tricked you, okay? Because the Devil's tricky, okay? If you're a person who like dabbles in dark arts, okay, energy work, they could have been telling you that it was doing one thing and it was actually doing another and binding you to them. And then you were like an active participant, so of course it worked. See, that's why you don't do it. Just don't do magic. Just don't do it. Okay? You can get creativity, way more successful creativity, just by meditation. Crazy. So it's going to take a lot of strength. You're like, do I tell her? Do I not tell her? Do I be grateful? That's probably a good place to start, right? Is being grateful. And then a word of advice is just to be honest, right? You don't need to go into great detail either. Like, say big parts of the situation. Yeah, don't leave out big parts of the situation, key points to the situation, but that person's going to ask appropriate questions, okay? If they're a healthy person, they're not going to interrogate you, okay? But then they're going to expect you to be honest about it, like the entirety of it. And it should be easy to conversate about. It should be easy to conversate about. if it's the right person. And you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell. It's just whether or not you muster up that strength to address it in the first place. Okay? It's like taking taking a leap of faith, but a little bit more difficult this time because you turned your back the first time. But not that difficult if you're able to be accountable. You understand? Like, if you're able to be accountable and trust and have faith that you're judging this character right this time, okay? Something like that. Then it should work out fine. Honesty would be the best policy. And honesty is the best policy all the time, okay? And if that person's not accepting of it, it's not your person. And that's okay. Just keep being honest. It'll come. Right? Like, if you want someone honest and upfront, you're going to have to be honest and upfront. And if you can't do that, then you're not that person's person. And why create them even more stagnancies in life? Okay, that's like disrespect. If you don't have the courage to be accountable, then leave that person be. Okay? Or go in as a friend. Go in as support. Go in it as like a confidant, right? A support system. But even then, friendships need like honesty as well, right? You don't have to go in as like, go in with gratitude would be my advice. Go in with gratitude. Go in with gratitude. And then wing it from there, okay? Because what you truly feel, I can only tell you to do certain things. I can't tell you every single thing to do, okay? Because then that makes like the people who are ungenuine have the blueprint of what to do to come back from something that never got off the ground. I don't want to do that. Just wing it. Go in with gratitude and wing it. If that person is like intuitive, they'll know whether or not you're lying. They will. Or they'll know whether or not to like continue to entertain what you're presenting. Okay? It's like a sort of nervousness when it comes to this person. You're like, should I not? Should I not? Like, I mean, I ignored this person the first time. I neglected their offer. This could be an apology. The Page of Cups sometimes signifies an apology. Action to lay something to rest. An apology for taking action and wants to lay something to rest or bring some sort of balance and peace. This could be like wanting to do an act of kindness for recognizing an act of kindness. I'm going to read a herb. No, I'm going to read Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Spend a moment every day thinking of someone to thank. This simple strategy, which may take only a few seconds to complete, has long been one of my most important habits I've ever engaged in. I try to remember to start my day thinking of someone to thank. To me, gratitude and inner peace go hand in hand. The more genuinely grateful I feel for the gift of my life, the more peaceful I feel. Gratitude then is worthy of a little practice. If you're anything like me, you probably have many people in your life to feel grateful for. Friends, family members, people from your past. Sorry, I need to quit with the faces. Teachers, people from work, someone who gave you a break, as well as countless others. You may want to thank a higher power for the gift of life itself, or for the beauty of nature. As you think of people to be grateful for, remember that it can be anyone. Someone who allowed you to merge into traffic, someone who held the door open for you, or a physician or healer that saved your life. The point is to gear your attention towards gratitude, preferably first thing in the morning. I learned a long time ago that it's easy to allow my mind to slip into various forms of negativity. When I do, the first thing that leaves me is my sense of gratitude. I begin to take the people in my life for granted, and the love that I often feel is replaced with resentment and frustration. This message is for me too. What this exercise reminds me to do is to focus on the good in life. Invariably, as I think of one person to feel grateful for, the image of another pops into my head, then another, and another. Pretty soon I'm thinking of other things to be grateful for: my health, my children, my home, my career, the readers of my books, my freedom, and on it goes. It may seem like an awfully simple suggestion, but it really works. If you wake up in the morning with gratitude on your mind, it's pretty difficult, in fact almost impossible, to feel anything but peace. That's what you go in with, okay? Into every day and into these types of situations, or any situation really, right? But it's really like, that one was really long and I'm tired, so I'm going to read a shorter one. I already read garlic. No, that's the same one. Okay, so I'll read it because it's coming up again. Jinko, Ginkgo, Ginkgo. Chinese herbalists have recommended this ancient remedy for coughs, asthma, and inflammations due to allergies. Although ginkgo trees date back more than 200 million years, some live as long as 4,000 years. We are just beginning to understand its medical value. Ginkgo is one of the most well-researched herbs in the world. Most of the research is being done in France or other European countries where ginkgo is the number one prescribed drug. Ginkgo is rich in flavonoids, antioxidant compounds found in plants that protect against heart disease, cancer, and premature aging. It also contains biologically active compounds called terpenoids, which include ginglide, G-I-N-G-O, I don't know how to say this, Ginglides. And another word that I can't pronounce, Bilobbalide. Ginkgo exerts a positive effect on the vascular system, the body's vast network of blood vessels, which delivers blood and oxygen to various organ systems. Similar to pine bark extract, ginkgo helps regulate nitric oxide as a free radical produced in the body that, among other things, controls the muscular tone of blood vessels. Too much nitric oxide can hamper circulation. Ginkgo is best known as the brain booster for good reason. Ginkgo has been shown to improve memory and to relieve signs of senility, probably due to its increased blood flow to the brain. Recently, Ginkgo extract was tested from patients. Oh, I skipped a line. It was tested at the New York Institute for Medical Research on patients suffering from dementia, caused either by Alzheimer's disease or stroke. In the study, 327 patients were given either 120 milligrams of Ginkgo extract daily or a placebo. Out of the 137 patients who completed the study, 30% of those taking Ginkgo performed better tests on measuring reasoning ability and memory than the placebo takers. Well, although researchers said Ginkgo effect was modest, they were nonetheless excited by the results because few drugs have ever been shown to have any positive effects on dementia. It is quite possibly that taking Ginkgo long before age-related brain problems might arise can be helpful to prevent these problems in the first place. Ginkgo is also oh, my neck. Right. I'm not supposed to stretch my neck anymore. Is also being touted as a sexual revitalizer for men. In one study reported in the Journal of Urology, 50 impotent men were given 240 milligrams of Ginkgo extract daily for 9 months. Some men were also given injections of a drug called papaverine, I don't know, a muscle stimulant that can boost erections. PAPAVERINE. Okay, so like that'd be like needing it now, right? Like a Viagra intravenous. Okay. Within 8 weeks, the Ginkgo supplement alone greatly improved erections in both groups of men. Although Viagra is now being touted as the drug of choice for impotence problems, it is not suitable for many men, particularly those taking certain heart medications. Okay, so Viagra is bad for your heart. I already knew that. Ginkgo may be a safe alternative for these men if used under doctor's supervision. Okay. Ginkgo also helps prevent blood clots and has been used quite successfully for problems related to poor circulation, such as inflammation of the veins and diabetics or vascular disease. Caused by poor circulation. In Europe, Ginkgo has been used to treat tinnitus, a ringing in the ears, vertigo, and hearing problems. In 1988, Dr. Elias J. Corey, professor of chemistry at Harvard University, synthesized a Ginkgo compound called Gingelide B, thus increasing the commercial possibilities for this herb in the United States. Among other drugs, among other things, someone's doing drugs. Among other things, Gingelide B is being investigated in prevention of the rejection of transplanted organs. Wow. Researchers are hopeful that it may one day spawn new drugs for asthma and toxic shock syndrome. Possible benefits: improve circulation throughout the body. Somebody's like laughing at somebody for being impotent. That's fucking rude. Okay, that's rude. And there's like some sort of strategy behind that. And somebody also needs to stop taking Viagra because it's terrible on your heart. But yeah, that has lots of like benefits, right? Let me finish the benefits. Improves mental health functioning and the ability to concentrate. May be useful to relieve symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. Successfully used to treat hemorrhoids. How to use it: take 6 milligram capsules or 2 to 3 tablets daily. Okay, so 2 to 3 times daily. Look for standardized products containing ginkgo leaf extracts, 24% flavonoids and 6% terpenoids or terpene. I take a combination of standardized ginkgo biloba extract with club moss, I'm just going to show you because I'm like butchering these words and it's taking me forever. Take a screenshot or something. This is what this herbalist, okay? This is what he takes in order to stay young, right? In order to stay young, that combination. Personal advice: long-term use is believed to be safe. No known serious side effects have been reported. And this book's also fucking old as shit, so maybe Google that. Improve circulation. Like, I'm gonna start taking this. I have asthma, right? Like, not bad, but like, I do. It doesn't help that I smoked for how many years? Like, I was a heavy smoker. And like, I didn't just smoke cigarettes too, right? Like, I smoked everything. Oh, so it was worse, right? I always had fears of like being like one of those people with like who couldn't breathe. People who couldn't breathe, COPD, or like needing an oxygen tank. But not anymore. I still vape. Yeah, I need to sleep. Good night. Have a good night, guys.